You have to sign first.
I have to sign.
I think that would be easier.
Just gonna do it simple.
Klaar.
Zo.
That's it.
Zo.
Dan ga ik hem scannen. And I will email it to you and to Bart. And then congratulations.
Yes. Nathan, I have good news to tell. You went upstairs. I am going to work full time here.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Wait, banana hug?
Banana hug. I am working here full time.
Oh,
Yes.
congratulations.
I'm so happy. Come here. What would I do if I never met you? Am I dreaming? Is this a dream? No, right? I have a full-time job here.
Oh, you shit!
Yes.
Congrats!
Come here. I'm so happy. Are you busy? I am working full-time now here.
Cool.
Don't speak to me about it. I am working full-time here.
Oh, congratulations.
So I got a full-time job. I think I told everyone at that point. Almost everyone, actually.
Did you tell Clément?
I did.
Nice. And Bastien?
I already did there. Maybe
Did you tell it to Ton?
Get out. I hate you.
Love you too.
My name is Hjalti Helmason. I'm Icelandic, but I live here in Amsterdam, and I work at the Blender studio. My role is somewhere between director, animation director, animator, layout artist. I do some rigging. I do a lot of different stuff. Whatever's needed, I try to do it. In the beginning, this was just like a temporary thing because there were no real permanent employees in the Blender studio. Ton always had these projects every now and then, like short films, and then he would kind of cherry pick people from around the world to come and hire them temporarily to come make this project, and then everybody would fly back home. And halfway through the project, he asked if I was willing to stay a little bit longer. He said 1 year, and you know, at that moment, it was like I loved working with the people around me, and I was like, okay, let's stay a little bit longer. And then I don't even remember if he mentioned it again within that 1 year, but at some point, it just kind of became a permanent contract, and you know, so at some point, I looked around and I realized, wait, I've been living here for a few years now. I think I just live here now. I'm not sure. She's a very driven person. I have these Icelandic words that I want to be using, but they don't quite translate. She's dugleg. It means it's somebody that is a driven person that does things really nicely. And you know, right now she's pregnant, but she's doing English courses. She's doing Dutch courses. She's doing courses in different softwares. Like she's an unstoppable train, you know, in the best of ways.
Yes. This is a good car. So that was Ellie, Rex, Ellie, another Rex. Yeah, Rex, yeah.
Ton, heb jij die kast besteld van de IKEA of niet?
Ja. Oh ja, daar krijg je bon nog van.
Ja, wou ik zeggen. Die had ik nog niet gezien. Deze is steviger.
Ja, maar kijk, dus daar krijg je dan mooi zo plat in een ding.
Ja, maar dat
Heel
is...
makkelijk in elkaar schroeven.
Ja, maar daar ben ik het toch niet mee eens. Ik moet zeggen dat ik deze manier van inpakken toch wel
Ja,
iets
zo.
beter vind.
Maar moet je kijken hoe fijn het er dan zo in gaat. Zie je dat? Zo. Zo. En dan is het dicht. En de voordeel van deze is dat het wel
Echt wel stevig.
Hier kan je echt naar een trein overheen rijden.
Ja, maar het moet wel gewoon naar Amerika en dergelijke. Hè? Dus dit vind ik wel van een hele fijne stevige doos.
Ja, ik ook.
En ik vind deze echt heel fijn.
Dus ik bedacht, ik ga gewoon allebei doen.
Maar het is, ik ben wel blijer met deze dingen. Ik was ook wel een beetje iets van... Een beetje dat je ook het gevoel had dat je niet naar mijn advies een beetje luisterde, naar de verzenddozen en dergelijke. Toen dacht ik van, ik heb wel mijn expertise.
Maar ik wil er gewoon een gat in hebben.
Ja, dat snap ik ook wel.
Uiteindelijk heb je wel gekregen wat je wou.
Ja, deze vind ik fijn.
Ja. Dus ik luister wel naar je adviezen, maar dat gaat met wat stappen. Hè? Maar ik moet het eerst zelf uitvogelen, dat jij gelijk hebt, in plaats van...
Ja.
Hè?
Nee, dat is oké. Dat is goed dat je weet dat ik bedoel. Ik heb uiteindelijk wel de expertise om het
weet ik
al die
wel.
tijd al te verzenden. Dus wat dat betreft...
Blender met Ton Roosendaal. Nee hoor, ik ben niet geïnteresseerd. Nou, en dan is het alweer tijd om uit te gaan bakken. Ja.
Well, Hjalti's away because he had a baby. So obviously he's not at the office so that he can enjoy some time with the newborn and his wife. And he's gonna be mostly like at home. Like for a while he's taking a few days off and then he's gonna be at home in the mornings, I think, and coming to the studio in the afternoons. So that he can work from home a bit in the morning, but also, you know, handle the baby. So that Lida can sleep and then coming in the afternoon to get more work done. Yeah, well, the thing is, it was very stressful for Pets because he was the only one, he was the only one working on layout. And so we were all rooting for the baby to be born the latest date possible, which it did. So we knew that we had until the 27th to actually get all the layout done. And so Rick helped a bit on that, but yeah, Hjalti could feel the pressure on both sides, I think. Yeah. if anything, Hjalti is just, you know, a chat away, or so it's all right.
When I start to work I work from home. And we have also the books in our living room and everything else, and in the garage, our packing. And then Blender got the first project, and after that, we rented an office space in Amsterdam. I'm driving by car to Amsterdam every Saturday. But at the moment, I started to feel that was really cost a lot of energy. So I talked with Tom that it was good to have a little office here in the south of the Netherlands, nearby. I'm working already from start of Blender, and I always also work with Tom in his first company, in his second company. And so I know him since I was 30, so that's already a long time. He's my friend, and he was also the best man for my marriage. He was my best man. I like what I do, so it's not a really excited job, I think, but the things I do have two parts. One, the finance, that's totally different, and the store, and also the store, the emails and everything else. Goedie, oranje. Okay, just nog. In the summer, when I was 31, I discovered for myself that I could also like women. And I went to the COC in Eindhoven. COC is an organization for gay, lesbian, gay, transgender people, and non-binary people. They give information, they organize meetings, they have a cafe, all kinds of things. Anja worked there. Wij hebben elkaar een aantal keren met die vrouwengroepen zo ontmoet en zo, met vergaderingen en zo. En ik ben bij een andere keer verjaardag geweest. En toen op een gegeven moment belde Anne naar dat ze ergens was geweest te dansen. Had ze het gevoel dat ze moest praten. Dus ze belde mij, dat was op zondagmiddag, had je in de bos voor vrouwen dansen. Dus toen belde ze me op of ze mag komen praten. En toen hebben we gepraat en uiteindelijk is toen wel de klik gekomen. Ja, maar toen gingen ze volgende ochtend pas weg. Dus ja, ik denk dat dat...
Ja, die was duidelijk.
Ja, en toen was het heel duidelijk. Ja. En toen zouden we het heel rustig aandoen.
Ja?
Ja, we zouden pas weer op woensdag of zoiets. En toen 2 dagen later stond ze alweer op de stoep. She's very efficient. She's very, and there's a difficult English word, conscientious. She has a strong feeling of responsibility for her work. She's been, well, what you see here is her wrapping packages, but her most important work
is managing the finances, and that is just sitting behind the computer. But there have been many years that things were more difficult, more struggling to keep afloat with the finances, and it took her a lot of worries and puzzling, and she always managed in the end, but yeah, it also took her toll. Yeah, she always tries to do right by people, also with eShop. Her most important goal is to treat people in a friendly way, in a humane way, and let people know there's no AI system behind answering emails. No, it's a person. Sometimes there were other people doing this kind of job and they got bored with it really quickly. But Anja is not bored with it. She still likes doing it. She likes her work. I'm really happy that she likes her work.
It combines Python JSON code. JSON doesn't have a data.
Yes, like somewhere here. Yeah, exactly. So it's just mixing it up a bit. Snippet of tape.
Today I am going to share the name of the boy with everyone, and Kjeld Lida asked me to do this a couple of days ago. I am really proud and I'm really honored. So I'm going to say a few words and then I'm going to hold the baby and say, and this is the name of the baby. So I know a secret.
I'm really rooting for Blenbo, which is short for Blender Boy. It's what we're discussing on the channel at some point, so I think that'd be good.
Arnold. Or Toby. Bob.
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 Always works.
Bob.
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 Yeah.
The well-known Icelandic name.
We'll give you a little letter and then it will say...
It's in here, but I cannot. In your...
Yeah, I'm not born in Norway, but
Bobby. Hey. Bobby. Huh? Speeltje. Oh, he's so small.
Little guy. Yes.
Tiny.
Tiny guy. And he's already labeled.
Little boy.
No.
So, I brought myself a couple of things to say, and I am now completely blanking, and I think we maybe need to go over this quickly. I've been witnessing Hjalti's and Lida's journey for a while now. I've been very proud to witness at their wedding, also together with Ton. And some days ago, they offered me the honor of sharing with you guys the name of this beautiful baby boy. So I would like to introduce you today to Theo Hjaltason. Next. Yay! Yes.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah, I see some things. I see also, Lida was showing me baby pictures of herself. And I see a lot there, so definitely.
Yeah, I cannot see.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's not really warm. It's all good. Theo. Hey, sweetie. You want to give it?
I have to.
I must.
When COVID started, you were sending me some messages in Instagram, and I didn't really reply for half year. And something happens 6 months later, and I started communicating with you, and we had first
Like Skype chat.
Skype chat, yeah. And only after first Skype chat, like I like him.
Oh yeah, that was so sweet. Yeah, she gave me a little chocolate, and then I saved the wrapping around it. I just happened to have it on the side, and I like when you're cleaning, I don't know why, but I never ended up throwing it away. I just always allowed it to be there.
And like half an hour later, I saw it on the frame in your work
Yeah, that
space.
was. I sent you a photo of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I intentionally put it in a frame to
For
send you.
photo?
Yeah.
You never told me.
No, yeah. I framed it because then it would be a really cute thing to take a photo of and show you.
Divorce.
Oh my God. Hurrah, hurrah, the ants go marching 6 by 6, hurrah.
I'm not so awake as usual.
Yeah.
Poop. Poop. Poop, poop, poop.
I work from home in the morning. I usually wake up maybe 9:30, something like that, and I take him and I allow Lira to sleep a little bit more because she usually takes one for the team during the night. Hi. And then I kind of depending on his mood. Sometimes he is already half asleep, so I just kind of put him somewhere on the side in a little cocoon and allow him to sleep as long as he wants. And in other cases, I strap him to myself. We have like a little rucksack thing. And then I can like just sit down and work. And every now and then I'll hear some complaints from this guy. And I might, put him in a chair and put on some cartoons or something, and or change the diaper. So I would say that productivity goes down slightly, of course. I'll go flying high in the sky to get back to their high. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Kan je? Zo. Oh. Kijk eens. Hoppie.